Hello everybody, Hunter Bakes here, back with the review for y'all. Everybody here with another movie review, everybody. What today's review, everybody, will be kicking off a bit of a movie marathon, everybody. As for everybody, will be taking a look for different films from legendary animator Don Bluth. Now, I'm sure a lot of animation fans are familiar with Don Bluth there, but for those of you who aren't familiar with him, Don Bluth, well-respected figure in the animation industry there. First, got into the industry later by doing different work for Disney films there, but around the 70s there, Don Bluth now become a fan of the changes that Disney were having at the time there with how they were doing their animated films there. And tried to negotiate with the head of Disney at the time there, but they didn't come to terms with the agreements there. So Don Bluth and a few other people in the animation team for Disney ended up leaving there and started their own independent studio there. And would begin launching, Don Bluth would begin having, his own, work on his own movies there. And everyone, Don Bluth's been credited as one of the best animators there, as well as being the first real major competition for Disney, provide the first real major competition for Disney when it comes to animated movies there. He's worked on different films there, been very acclaimed there, such as today's review, which I'll get to here in a bit, that means Secret of NIMH, Life Before Time, and American Tail. But Don Bluth did had some bumps in the road there, and well, as his later films would not be as acclaimed as his earlier works there. Don Bluth also had trouble with creative issues there, pressure from studios, and financial issues there that would trouble him throughout his career. Yeah, and his last major animated film he worked on was Titan E back in 2000 there. And that was the last time Don Bluth worked on a movie there. Although there have been news of him coming back there with a film adaptation of Dragon's Lair, a video game he did animation work for back in the 80s there. But I heard it's going to be a live-action adaptation rather than an animated film there. But still, in the aftermath of Don Bluth's works there, Don Bluth, he's been recognized for his work in the animation industry there. And his movies have been claimed as some of the best animated films of all time, so. Everybody, I thought it wouldn't hurt to do a little bit of retrospective there, kind of take a look at different films myself there. Everybody, as for my history with Don Bluth's films, everybody, I remember seeing a good number of them when I was younger there, but I have not seen every single one there. The ones I recall seeing when I was younger there were Life Before Time, Great American Tail, Anastasia, and The Pill of the Penguin there. I remember seeing those when I was a kid there. I do remember seeing Titan E during my teenage years there, but it has been quite a while since I've seen any of Don Bluth's films there, so thought it would hurt to do a look through there and kind of get my own opinions there on Don Bluth's films there, so that, tell his work and films and whatnot there, so yeah. And kind of give my opinion on them and look at the eyes of an adult there, so yeah. And what better way to start, everybody, with today's review, that means Secret of NIMH, everybody. Now, everyone, Secret of NIMH was one of those Bluth films there I have surprisingly not seen before there. Don't remember seeing when I was younger there. I have heard a lot about it there. I was early teenage adult years there, as a lot of people, have given high praise for the film there, calling it one of Don Bluth's best films there. And some people calling it one of their favorite animated films of all time there. And Don Bluth himself said that this was his personal favorite movie he's worked on there, so. So this was definitely one of the movies I was looking forward to seeing here for the Don Bluth marathon, everybody. I figured it'd be a good way to kick things off, everyone. And it's only appropriate there since it was the film that kick-started Don Bluth's film career there, outside of Disney there, so that. So, recently I had a chance to see Secret of NIMH by now here, give me a review for y'all. So, without further ado, let's go right to everyone. As usual, we go over plot summary, pros and cons, and overall thoughts on nature. First off, plot summary. The film focuses on Mrs. Brisby, a widow mouse It was a mother of 3 there. Sorry, 4 there. Sorry, my brain for one. Mother 4 there. She first goes to Dr. Ages there, a mouse doctor there, and she tries to get medicine because her youngest child, little Timmy, is sick there, and he was diagnosed for the symptoms that Mrs. Brisby described there. Dr. Ages diagnosed with pneumonia there, so she was getting medicine from there, and she did have some bumps to the road there. She run into a bird named Jeremy there. They had a friendly encounter there, but they did also escape the farmer's cat dragon there. So, but Mrs. Brisby eventually makes it back to the house there. But then she's word that about movie day coming in, which is around the time of year where winter is over with there, and the farmer goes probably through the yard there, so that now Mrs. Brisby ends up stopping in time there, but she was told by Dr. Ages that her youngest little Timmy needed to rest for at least 3 weeks there, or to fully get over his pneumonia there. So she tries to find another way to try to get her kids safe there, but without necessarily have them to move out the house there. So you want to see the Great Owl there, and the Great Owl informs her of a group of rats close by the farmer's house there that will probably help her out with the situation there. As per the plot summary for Secret of NIMH, now on to the pros and cons everybody. And apologies advance right here, some person by did some food not too long ago, but I'll try to get the control here. So everyone, after seeing Secret of NIMH, what are my overall thoughts everybody? And I will say, after seeing the film by yourself there, I can definitely see why the film has been very acclaimed there. It's a very, very well done movie everybody. Now, I do have some criticism everybody, but overall everybody, in short, Secret of NIMH, overall great film there. Definitely worth a watch there, so. But it does have some issues there. I will be, there are some issues I had with the movie there, but I'll always start off and talk about the positive by. First, everybody, there's a make sure everybody. The animation for the movie, everybody, is done very well. And despite the movie being about 40 years old there, the animation for this movie still looks really great. Yeah. It definitely shows that, definitely shows that, 2D animation, the animation, definitely one of those movies that shows that 2D animation has a lot of long-lasting ability there to still have a unique and fantastic look to it there. And Secret of NIMH definitely no exception by, like the character designs there. Character animation was done very well. And nice backgrounds. And there were definitely been different parts there where the animation just looks spectacular by where it's not easy to describe in words how good this movie looks in terms of animation. In just words or by so. So animation everybody, in terms of animation everybody done very well there. Definitely some of the best 2D animation I've seen in quite a while everybody. And when it comes to this overall story and characters, I thought Secret of NIMH also did a very good job in that department there. For the most part, I say I'll get to it here a bit, everybody. But this is first everybody. I thought she was a strong main character, everybody. Yeah, really liked her character there, and really got invested with her struggles there. I was rooting for her to make sure, she was able to get her family safe there and stuff like that. But as for the rats that did everybody, I thought they were done pretty well too there. Sorry, better one. And everybody would do eventually learn that the rats were experimented on there, so that, and the film kind of goes a bit of a discussion of how kind of like what blurs the line there between what should be done and shouldn't be done for science there, and a little bit of discussion of evolution stuff like that there, as the rats were injected there with a syrup that made them more intelligent there beyond normal rat behavior there. They feel like they become evolving to something else there, so. And they have a desire to, start their own civilization there, but in order to that, they have to leave the barns for that there. and definitely very mature definitely mature for the film to tackle that kind of subject there. I thought they done it relatively well there for the most part. I said that for the most part, right, the story was and the characters were done very well there. It got invested there, and it can be gauged for out of the good portion of film, everybody. So everybody, like I said, Secret everybody definitely does a lot of great things there, from story to the characters and to the animation there. But that makes everyone, there are some minor issues, everybody. Now, for fans of Secret everybody, don't take me as me attacking the film or anything like that. There, one, if it's up there as one of your favorite films of all time, that's probably fine there. I had a really fun time watching Secret Everybody, but like I said, I don't have that nostalgic connection to the film there, so I'm gonna be so don't be too surprised when I'm gonna be a little more open to give criticism to the movie there. And there is some criticism by, not a whole lot, but a couple of criticism by now. Now, first, everybody, if there was one character I felt that was kind of rather flat, was Jitter, everybody. Jitter's like the main antagonist one of the movie there, but he doesn't get a whole lot of screen time there. But the movie kind of tries to represent him as the other side of the the falls of the rats involved in there, stuff like that there after the experience, because while the majority of the rats there want to become more there, Jitter is content with staying at the farm there and just kind of taking stuff there for the farmers, stuff like that there, kind of thriving where they're at, stuff like that there, But Jitter, he doesn't necessarily get enough screen time there, where I feel like his character wasn't fully fleshed out there. And I felt like could have made the dialogue the film was trying to have with the pros and cons of a species evolving there, so that it would have been better for the commentary that was trying to tell there if they fleshed out his character more. But Jitter wasn't pretty much no villain there. Everybody, I have heard that The Secret NIMH is a movie adaptation of a book there by. And Jared does get more focus on the movie there compared to the book, where he's just passed by there and stuff like that, where he just mentioned dialogue there, stuff like that. But still, even factor in there, Jitter is still a pretty weak villain character there, and he was definitely it definitely would have been for the movie more there if he was given a bit more screen time there and his character was a little bit more fleshed out there. My only other issue with the movie, everybody, is a little bit with the end of year one. As everybody, at the end of everybody, Mrs. Britsby does save her kids there, but it's in through a Deus Ex Machina kind of moment, everybody. Or if those of you aren't too familiar with the Deus Ex Machina, everybody, it's kind of like a random thing that happens there that just kind of solves a major issue and stuff like that there. And well, the Secret NIMH does have that moment, everybody, as well. Mrs. Britsby's handed a stone by the leader of the rats there. I think his name's Nickaturus or something like that there. Sorry if I got his name wrong there, but basically, he was good friends with Mrs. Britsby's husband Jonathan there, and Jonathan, along with Dr. Ages there, helped the rats escape from the lab they were getting experiments on, so that there, so I guess a token of gratitude there, and a stone there, so that, and when Mrs. Britsby had it there, so, and he said something about having great powers, stuff like that there, and well, the movie does get a little bit of detail about some magic in the world there, but they kind of say it's but up until the end, everybody was kind of more like a minor thing there, kind of trying to focus more on the scientific aspect and whatnot there. Not necessarily too much on the magic, but the holiday bit there, with, Miss Britsby gotta get the power to stone there to save her kids there and stuff like that. Felt like that was kind of adding a little too much there and whatnot. Kind of took away a little bit of the, stuff going on with the scientific aspect of the film, whatnot there. While the scene itself, animation-wise, looks spectacular there. In terms of storytelling structure there, yeah, that's definitely a bit of a shoehorn way of kind of getting a happy ending for Mrs. Prince and her kids there, so. But that's pretty much it for pros and cons everybody. Now on to my overall final thoughts for one. So overall everybody, after seeing Secret by myself everyone, I can definitely understand why this movie has been acclaimed there by a lot of people. It has great animation, strong cast of characters there, and mostly well done story to it there. I had a pretty fun time watching it there by but that makes everyone, like I said, I still do have some issue with the film there by Jitter was a pretty lackluster villain there. Kind of wish his character was fleshed out a little bit more. And I thought how, like I said, how Mrs. Crispy just used the power of the stone to save her kids there, at the end and whatnot. And kind of like I said, kind of a shoehorn way, they used to say somebody to kind of thing to kind of make sure it was happy in there. So that, but so everyone had a pretty fun time watching Secret of NIMH, and like I said, I can definitely understand why it's got acclaimed and such a high praise over the years there, you know. It was a pretty good way to start the Don Bluth movie marathon by. So for my overall final today's share by, I'm going to be giving Secret of NIMH a watch it right to everyone. While I wouldn't put up there as one of my favorite anime films, there was still a fun movie there. I can definitely, like I said, after seeing the film myself, I can definitely see why it's got such high praise over the years there. And a lot of elements about the movie still hold up pretty well there. So if y'all haven't seen Secret of NIMH yet there, I say you'll have a pretty fun time to see it there. But anyway, that pretty much wraps things up for this review by. For the next review of the Don Bluth movie marathon by, I will be going over a second film there, that being American Tail. So the first two movies he worked along with Steven Spielberg on there by. And like everybody, I remember seeing American Tail as young there. I really enjoyed that film there, so I'm definitely going to be looking forward to seeing it there, see how it holds up there, so that. As for our next review of Driller by, next everybody, I'll be our catch-up review one, as I'll be doing a review for DC League of Super Pets by, so make sure I'll see to that. But until then, that things off for everyone. If you all saw here, make sure you like button, new channel, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon so it uploads. I'll see you next time to start making. Peace.